Yesterday we finished up our ag bag with our barlage in it. So this morning we're gonna open up the next bag. So I'm gonna see if I can cut this thing open. Opening up a new bag is always a little bit of a challenge to get it started because you gotta get on top of the plastic, but we'll cut her open and see what we can do.
Into that off the trailer or something.
Oh, I was gonna say.
That might have been when I was cleaning it up.
Yeah. This was from the when the cattle were out the other day. They like licked it off.
Looking it up.
So normally those holes aren't there. They just got there. Barlage 2023.
Nice
all right,
bag.
Cut her open.
Yeah.
Looks like a big catfish laying there.
It does. Well, let's see.
See if you can go high enough that we can flop it down some, maybe.
Yeah. Here.
All right. That looks like pretty good stuff, actually.
Oh yeah.
I'll grab the skid.
Digging into the new bag. Good fresh feed. Oh yeah, good stuff. Smells good. Not for you, Kimber. You don't eat it, right? That's fun when that works out, when it's like right on the money with your scoop. It's always fun. You know how they talk about farm to table? Well, we feed from bag and bunk to mixer to the cattle table, so. There's the cob shop. Got cob shop yet. Then we're gonna put silage in. We're gonna put the barley, the corn fines, and the distillers yet. And minerals, then it's a mix.
We got a light load this morning to run down here. Since that group of cattle left yesterday, we only have half the mix that we normally do to bring down for this ration. We actually have two rations that we're feeding down here right now. We have a starter ration that we use to get them transitioned in here, and then after several weeks we'll switch them to a little bit hotter ration, and that's kind of an intermediate ration, and then when they go to the next place to get finished they'll go to even hotter ration. So we kind of step them up like that, but this is the middle one. We call it the grower ration, and just a little one today. Looks like our little hopper got kind of busted down there. This thing's looking pretty rough. Looks like that hinge got busted off. Sounds like they're ready. like they got the bunk pretty well cleaned up. That's good. There's the mix. Everybody's up eating. That's good. Look at Kimber. She's just sitting there waiting for Earl. No scooping, huh? Get the music pumping?
Yep. I have you listen to my new favorite song.
Nice.
They were playing it on the radio the other day. It's touring home. Take it all back.
Alright, got one more run. Earl and I are switching it up a little bit this morning. Normally I'm in the skid loader and he's in the mixer tractor on Sunday mornings, but we're switching it up a little bit today, so I get to run these mixes around. It's kind of nice, a little change of scenery. Gotta wash your windows off a little bit, I guess. Special delivery. Skid loader's all back in action. Just in time. Get a bale fed. Enjoy. Yeah, 4 feet. So the problem with this barn is that these poles here are pretty vulnerable to the skid loader. You can see this one got hit, it's broke at the bottom. and this one over here is completely gone. So we found it laying in a pile here. I'm not sure what happened, but I think the cattle must have knocked it out the rest of the way. So we're gonna see if we can get that patch back up. It's new tire day. We're getting new tires on the skid loaders today. So you saw we blew that one out already on the V270, and the 5640 is looking pretty bad too. They're almost bald, and the one is showing the belts too. So thought might as well do them both while we're here. So they're bringing out new tires. We'll get them swapped out and hopefully be back on the road. Looks like they're working at it. There he is. How's it going? New tire day.
Tire day. Got quite a few.
Yeah. All right, so we should be all set with skid loader tires now for a while. On the 5640, we did the Galaxy Beefy Babies. That's been our go-to on this loader for a long time. This is probably, I don't know, 6, 7 sets of those that we've had on there. So we went the same on that one, but on the V270, we decided we were gonna try a new set this time. So we had the BKT jumbo tracks on there, which worked out really great for us. But Carlisle has this tire now called Ground Force, and so the price was right, so we thought we'd give them a try. We're always in pursuit of good skid loader tires. It just seems like we run through these things pretty quickly, and there's a big difference between a cheap tire and a more quality tire as far as durability. So trying to find the balance there is what we're doing. So we'll give these guys a shot, see how we make out. Rubber. All right, we got her all propped up. Got the old post out. It was broken at the bottom, so we'll clean that up. Already getting going on this one over here. All right, we're all ready to pour some concrete, but because it's such a small amount, we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way, and Chief says that we should learn how to do this.
Now, some people may consider me to be an old timer, but I'm getting there. But I actually don't remember even when I was a boy. There was concrete trucks even then when I was a boy, so I'm not sure when the first concrete truck came on the scene to mix up concrete large amounts really easily, make that whole process easier. But I'm sure in regards to the age of this farm here, back in those days, all the concrete had to be mixed by hand.
That's for
and
sure.
So I thought I'd just show you probably how the old-fashioned way was done in mixing concrete. And so I have a yellow bag, 80-pound bag of the Quick Creek concrete. It's 4,000 PSI, and what that means is the concrete compression strength will be designated for 4,000 pounds per square inch. So that's pretty strong. Concrete's pretty strong material. So I'm gonna open this bag and pour out the contents. And concrete is made of 3 items. Cement is the fine stuff, and then we got the aggregate, which is the stone, And then there's also the sand, which is pretty hard to see because it's pretty well mixed in. So that's the regular Quikrete concrete that you can buy. And I'm also going to add, they have what's called a fast setting concrete. I'm going to add this to this 80-pound. This is only a 50-pound bag. It's not cold today, but we're still in the cool weather. And mixing this fast set with the regular set concrete, it's just going to speed up the process a little bit. And so the difference here in regards to the fast set is what makes it set faster is that it's a finer ground cement. Okay, and that finer ground cement causes it to hydrate faster. That's another element that I will be adding. You need to hydrate. As you can see, this is all dry, so it needs water for everything to get mixed together and start that hardening process. So here's my water, and we'll dump some in here. I already mixed up a number of batches, so I have a pretty good guess of how much water I need. Better to keep it a little dry at the beginning. It's always best to add a little water than to have it too wet and then you can't take the water out. So just take a hoe, have my wheelbarrow here, just take a hoe, and you start pouring the concrete. Again, let me remind you, this is not cement, this is concrete because of the three elements. Cement, stone, sand, and now it's being mixed with the water to hydrate it. So I just start pulling the dry concrete back into the water, going back and forth. Now I can't imagine, as Mitch said, this is just a small pour, just 2 sonotubes. I only took 6 bags of the yellow, 6 bags of the red. I can't imagine trying to mix up a yard or 2 yards or 3 yards. And these modern day concrete trucks can mix 12 yards of concrete and transport it down the road. Okay, you can see starting to get a little stiffer. And so I'm probably going to have to add just a little more water. Make sure everything is mixed together really well. Not too bad though. Pretty close shot on that first dump of water. But I'm gonna just add a little bit more.
So if you ask our kids, they know that when they see that truck going down the road, that's a concrete truck, not a cement truck.
Not a cement truck.
Not a cement mixer.
A lot of people get that confused, but that's okay. Now we're getting it. Now we're getting about the right consistency here. Hopefully, usually what the term they use for the hydration of the concrete, how much water's in the concrete when it's all mixed, they call it a slump. S-L-U-M-P, slump. The lower the number, if it's a 2-inch slump, it's very, very dry. If it's an 8-inch slump, it's very wet. So that's what the slump means.
Oh, really? I thought the slump was about how high it piles up.
Well, that's where it originally comes from. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
so, but a low number is a stiffer concrete.
Stiffer, and the higher number is a wetter. So you're correct. For industrial, commercial concrete pouring, inspectors usually want to test the slump before they let it go into the forms. And so there's a cone. Oh, I think it's 12 inches high. 12-inch high cone. Small at the top, larger at the bottom. They dump the mixed concrete in there, vibrate a little bit, and then they lift the cone, and however much that concrete settles, they set that metal cone right beside it, and then you measure from the top of that metal cone down to the settled concrete.
Right.
And if it's settled 4 inches, then that's a 4-inch slump.
Got it.
All right. So yeah, thanks. just thought it'd be a little point of interest here.
Yeah, we gotta
Add
have
to
a
the
good
Shellmore Acres.
concrete lesson.
Have a good day, everyone. This is my chute. It's the shovel. Typically, concrete comes out of a concrete truck with a long chute. And the front discharge concrete trucks, the chute comes out in front of the truck. The driver can see exactly where the chute's going. You can see the workers. So it's a far better way of pouring concrete in regards to communication between the worker and the concrete driver, for sure. I've been pouring concrete for 30 plus years.
Chief is our Shellmore Acres concrete specialist. So if you guys have been watching our videos, you know who Chief is. Chief is Heather's dad. And we call him Chief because when the grandkids started coming, the oldest grandkid, my nephew, started calling him Chief, and that became his grandpa name, so we all call him Chief. All right, we got our posts all put back in. The concrete is cured, so we put our steel pipes back in and let the weight back down. I think it looks pretty good. We had the cattle all penned out of this area so that we could work and so they wouldn't bust these poles off before they got cured, but I think we're ready to put them back now. Try not to bang them with the skid loader anymore. This one we actually took out twice. This is the second time we rebuilt that one, so. It's like a puzzle trying to figure out where these gates go. All right, we're all set. Got the poles in. Dad's gonna finish cleaning out in here, put some fresh bedding in, then we'll be back in action.